John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will be first on the attack. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to pass. Fires left. Got a wide open receiver. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get it down at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third.
Brings into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cougars are marching down the field. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary. and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. On target to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was.
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. This offense has it with really good field position. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Houston offense comes onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The running back has it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. From the gun, the running back has it. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception is giving them a great opportunity. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
On the ground, it's Sanford. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's up to 55 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to run it. He's past the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and he can't get it out of there. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Black. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for them. Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone. Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sanford.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. Took a shot as he threw.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Parker. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The quick out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The pitch. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel, they're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Houston wants to play fast. And And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thurman. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. 1st down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Unleashes one deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Parker. Running to Green. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.